Hello, my fellow travelers! This is Mloentje, and welcome back to Diablo 4. In previous episodes, we took a look at the Hell Tides, the events that occur from time to time. And I've been farming a couple up. Apparently, there is an hidden chest as well for 150. And that is like the grand chest that you actually want to buy. Now, something I don't think I mentioned, don't die. Because if you die, you lose half. Or at least 2 times I lost like 100 points. So don't die in Hell Tides, guys. We are here with a little bit more upgrading. So yeah, strong healing potion. I cost craft 1700. So let's upgrade. Next one is level 70. We already have the ingredients for that. 20 more dungeons. And then I cleared them all. I'm level 60 right now. Level 60 comes with a couple quests as well. But first I wanna gonna go over here because the max Obols is actually a currency that you can use, which I figured out yesterday. Just have to be honest, like max Obols, what the hell is Obols used for? Then I went around. Basically, you can buy focus, a sword, scythe, dagger, wands, 200 swords, 200 scythes. But you can see it requires level 42, so I'm not really sure what is in here. Now, rings and amulets are basically 60, so they're the most expensive. But we do need an upgrade for our ring, right? 44, 45. All the rest is 54, 57 and higher. Oh, a chest as well. Let's buy one for a ring.
Not much, is it?
Okay, so blue. So is it
Very
always gonna be... Oh,
nice.
there is a chance
But
to
could be better.
get yellows. Level 60. So all of them, actually, if you buy them here, all match the level requirements that you have. That is actually interesting. If you're like missing one piece and you kind of want to replace that one, then this might actually be pretty interesting. Although it is not like... it's not a legendary one. So it doesn't come with the perks, I think. This is actually interesting. And then these Wispering Keys, which I bought like 15 already or something like that. In bags, yeah, 15. Unlock silent chest obtained from Purveyors of Curiosity. Remember those yellow boxes that were kind of locked that I could not open during my campaign runs? Well, basically, these are the keys that you need for those. So that is also why I bought 15 out of them. So what I'm going to do first is actually try to look at if I can find one of these chests and actually see what they contain, right? So bringing back once I find one. Holy crap, took me a while, but I finally found one. Holy crap. So silent chests, these are actually what you need these Whispering Keys for, right? Let's see what we can find in these. Ooh, that is a lot of goodies. That is a lot of goodies, and even sacred. That is definitely interesting. So what level sacred did we get? Level 60. But now I kind of want to go to level 61, open another chest, and see if that chest is going to give me gear of level 61. To see if it actually scales with the level you're at. So you might be wondering, where can I actually find these chests? Well, they basically spawn in all the spots that a regular chest like this can spawn. So if I would open this one and the chest eventually would disappear, there's a high possibility, or there is a possibility, not high, there is a possibility that the next chest, the next hidden chest or the silent chest might actually spawn here. So you basically just have to run around the map, keep opening up everything, every chest that you see. And well, be lucky that you found one that somebody else didn't find yet. Alright, found one after pretty big long time of looking around. Let's clear all these up. Actually, I shouldn't focus on killing mobs in the vicinity. I should focus on opening the chest before it's actually gone. There we go. Silent chests. Ooh, baby. 2 orange, 2 secrets. So loving this. Down, 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 down. So let's check out if we actually get 61s. Level 60, 44, that's what we were getting. 60, 45. So it's giving us gear, I think, I'm not really sure about this, but I think it's giving us gear towards like the cap. like 60. And once we go 70, we might actually get gear from level 70. Or maybe once we reach 65, we might start seeing gear from 65, something like that. Okay, so it doesn't scale up with your level, as far as I can understand it. Now, what we actually wanted to do was what I was talking about earlier. We've got nightmare dungeons as well, guys, on our board. And we actually got a mission for that. Nightmare dungeons, well, it's level 61 now, because I'm level 60. Let's track that, check out where we need to go, and how this actually works. Where the hell is the quest? I wish I could zoom out this map a little bit more than I already can. Seriously, why don't I see... Oh, it's just an objective, so there's no marker on the map. Use the Nightmare Sigil in the consumable bag of your inventory to transform a dungeon into a Nightmare Dungeon. Okay. So I go consumables, and then these are all Nightmare Dungeon keys. I'm not really sure, like this one, they all say tier 1. I'm not really sure, are there more and higher tiers to this? It might be possible that if we go to world tier 4, that we actually get like higher tiered keys as well. Okay, so we're right next to the Bastion of Faith. So consumables, and then revives allowed 12 poison damage, deal 10% more poison damage. Volcanic, while in combat, gouts of flames periodically erupt near players. Monster poison damage, monsters deal additional 22% of their physical damage dealt as poison over 5 seconds. Holy crap. Then I'm definitely gonna be doing this. Poison resists a little bit. Yeah, right. Poison resists 20%. And experience! Always nice. Is there a difference? Bastion of Faith, Bastion of Faith. So they're all the same key, right? So Blood Blister, Monster Shadow damage over time. Empowered Elite. So, okay, so they do give different dungeon affixes. They're not always the same. Okay, interesting. Let's just use right click. Consume Signal to activate Nightmare Dungeon at Bastion of Faith. Ooh, okay. Mloentje has activated the Nightmare Dungeon, Bastion of Faith tier 1. And now we can actually see a marker on this. I wonder if I... Like, I'm not really consumables. If I would do... that's the same one. So let's do this one, Ancient Reservoir. Assuming your Bastion of Fate Nightmare Dungeon will be reset. So you cannot open multiples at the same time. You can only do one. Okay, let's go in. Because lately I've been feeling that... Well, you start off like... I went to World Tier 3, did a dungeon and died a couple times. And it was like, holy crap, this is indeed more difficult. But then you're getting better gears, better stats, better weapons, more... Well, basically more paragons, so more damage in here, more resist in here, and it becomes like easier again. Like the progression in this game for combat is like really good. Like it feels really good. Now can I still just walk through here like I usually do? Let's see. Do have burn on me. They're not kind of one-shotting me. Like this is how I've been running my dungeons lately. Like, what do I need to do? Nightmare Dungeon tier 1 revives remaining, so I'm gonna need to look around. Okay, so that means running around and just not paying attention to any of the mobs. Like as fast as possible, just run around. Mobs run back to where they came from anyway, so why would I actually deal with them, right? And there we go. So it doesn't look like it's getting any harder. I was expecting like, okay, I'm gonna go from normal to nightmare dungeons, and this is like definitely gonna increase the difficulty, but it's not feeling more difficult. There's an affix. Okay, I burn now. So what? Is that bad? If I have so much defense that they can't really hurt me. Plus I got proper burst now as well. See, I'm not even going below 90% HP while getting smacked by these guys. So Nightmare, I don't know, am I maybe just ready to go instantly into tier 4? They said it was 70, but who knows, right? And yeah, I'm still just one-shotting them, so... Well, I'm not one-shotting them, I'm basically nuking them down. Again, another. There we go. Pull everything in, and there we go. Like, it's rather easy, right? Or am I wrong? Am I wrong to think that this is way easier than it should be? Ooh, these are some nice completion rewards, though. So you get a whole lot more rewards at the end. Awakened Glyphstone, interact. Wait, what? Available to allocate 4 XP. So I can upgrade Abyssal. Current level 1. Next radius increases at level 15. Paragon nodes within range gain. You and your minions deal 10% increased non-physical damage. So now Amplify. Grants 30% enemies affected by curse skills take 10% increased damage from you and your minions. So these are all the ones that I have. Can I see? Ooh, territorial. For every 5 dexterity. Damage reduction. How can I see which ones that I actually have? Because it has the red around it. So that's why I think this one is actually the one that I have. Let's allocate the XP. So we need 8 XP to go to the next level, right? And we now have 10% damage reduction against close enemies. And 2% increased damage to close enemies. And still level 1. So it increases the radius. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. So right now, like this is the radius, right? The red nodes that it hits. So if we go to level 15, we can hit these nodes as well. And maybe, because right now I need a lot of dexterity to make this actually happen, I basically can get rid of maybe one of these and take one that is higher, but actually falls within range. And I don't need to waste as much points. So this is only gonna work for the glyphs I suck at. And basically it's gonna make the range at level 15 higher. So I can actually benefit from all of these to actually get the perk upgraded. Okay, pretty interesting. We can do this, I think, every time at the end of an... of a nightmare dungeon, but yeah, this is still way too easy. So what I want to test out, I'm gonna basically no, what I want to do is exit this dungeon. I'm gonna implement this dungeon again and see if we can make it into a level 2. Okay, so we did get a sigil, and apparently this one is tier 4. So by doing a nightmare dungeon on tier 1, we have a chance to get a sigil, a nightmare key for higher tiers. So the higher tier keys are found in the tier 1s. So I wonder what will happen if I actually do this one, which is a tier 4. Will it drop keys for tier 5? Right? That's basically how I'm seeing this, because if I'm actually go back to consumables, I can start this dungeon again, the Bastion of Faith, again on tier 1. Ancient Reservoir, like all of these are level 1s, but I want to go higher because the level 1 is not a challenge for me. So I'm gonna look into which one it is, and let's go see if it actually is more difficult for me. Because I don't want to do tier 1s constantly, I want to do tier 4 and tier 5 and tier... I don't know how high it will go. Okay, so once you activate the signal, again, the dungeon gets transformed in this, like, nightmare dungeon. And it's really easy to find them on the map, because if you scroll out, the regular dungeons, as you can see here, they basically fade away into dots, right? But this one kind of pops up in a larger icon, so you can really easily find which one you actually activated. So yeah, let's hit there, let's go in, see if it becomes a little bit more difficult. And what happens if I... well, if it actually drops like higher tier sigils, who knows? can still easily kill them, but they are starting to do more damage. Basically, normally I don't go under 90% anymore. They actually are hitting me below 90%, so yeah, pretty interesting. Tier 4 is apparently someplace I maybe need to look out for a little bit more, but it's not to the difficulty that I say I can't do it. Yeah, still not an issue. Ooh, Goran Hold Nightmare Sigil. Okay. Awakened Glyphstone. Level 2. Okay, so we are getting extra stats as well. So for every 5 dexterity purchase within range, you deal 2% increased damage to close targets. But now that we're going to level 2, we're going to increase that with 40%. So 10 levels would mean, with 0.40%. So 10 levels would mean that we, instead of dealing 2% increased, we would be dealing 6% increased, right? With 10 levels, like this is pretty, those are significant boosts. So yeah, upgrade glyph. And allocate XP. Yeah, we still had a little bit left. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Sigil crafting. We got a quest. Speak with the Mayan. Okay, where the hell is the Mayan? Occultists are masters of mystic art and can assist in crafting nightmare sigils. You can craft nightmare keys. Holy crap, this is gonna make it a whole lot easier. Like, I just can craft the difficulty that I can handle, is what they're saying. The Mayan. Tell me about sigil crafting.
I see dark powers at work around you. Do they serve you or another?
Me.
It matters not. I will teach you of the occult. Let us begin with the crafting of a sigil.
Okay. Craft a nightmare sigil.
I can take common, turn it special.
So we got the imprint aspects, extract aspects, craft sigils, salvage sigils. So we can now actually salvage the keys that I don't want. So if I don't want to run tier 1s anymore, because I know that I can handle them. So I can just get rid of them all. So let's say I get rid of this one. And we get sigil powder. A rare crafting material obtained by using the occultist to salvage nightmare sigils of any tier. A mysterious powder that can be compressed into relics, inviting peril for greater challenges and rewards. So we're probably gonna need this one, this item, to actually craft on other sigils. So we got sacred and ancestral. Okay, so tier 1, 6, 10 to 20. So level 20, oh my god. Level 100, Nightmare. Nightmare Sigil is used to transform a dungeon into a Nightmare dungeon. This crafting creates a Nightmare Sigil of tier 91 to 100. World tier 4. But we need 450 of the Sigil power. Holy crap. But what is the difference in Ancestral and Sacred? Oh, the drop at the end can be... Is there a tier higher than Sacred? Because this is the sacred tiers we can make right now, right? It creates one dungeon from level 1 to 5. But we already know that we can handle 1 to 5. Well, 1 to 4 at least. 5 I haven't tried yet. So we got 6 to 10. So basically, I would create one key of this. See if I can handle it. If I can handle it, I go up. I go to 11, 15. If I can handle a 15, I go up. Like, this is really interesting. This is really, really cool. I kind of want level tier 21 to 25. It's gonna cost a lot. It's 50. I kind of want to see if I can do one, or if I'm gonna. I know at level 4 I was noticing that I was taking a little bit more damage than usual. I really wonder what a level 21 is gonna do. Let's see if I can handle it or not. Your party must be in world tier 4. Oh, okay, so I can only... Yeah, requires world tier 4. And then these require world tier 3. Okay, so sacred and ancestral. I need to go to world tier 4. But this is really cool, guys. Now I just need to, like, drop all the keys, I guess. Like, all sigils. Can we block one? All secrets? These are all secrets, right? All sacred nightmare sigils in your inventory. Except... yeah, so I only keep the one, the tier 22, the nightmare one. And that's basically also something I kind of really want to keep. So, sigil 1 to 4, let's do... there we go. Level... what is it? Tier 8? And it is for... let's see how we do on this one. Activate. Okay, this is really cool. This is really... and let's go here. And let's pop in there. As the end of the episode, guys. Just to see what difficulty a tier 8 is versus a tier 4. But this is really cool. Progressing through nightmare dungeons. Never thought this was part of the game. And let's do all items as always. 597, no. 611, no. 76, oh. Sacred unique. Oh, this is a different type of glove. Howl from below. Instead of detonating immediately, corpse explosion summon a volatile skeleton, charges at random enemies and explodes. Corpse explosion damage increased. Holy crap. We do lose the blood mist one, but this is basically a skeleton that will explode on enemies that are further away, right? And it is... yeah, equip. Equip, hell yes. Hell freaking yes. Our first sacred. Alright, tier 8. Let's see if I get annihilated or not. I'm ready for this. '61s. I need to kill everything. But let's just do like we always do. Okay, it doesn't really look all that more difficult. Like, really? Like, I should... if it's... ooh, weapon rack? Nah, short sword. If it was really difficult, I should be getting way massive more damage. Let's see what the damage is like that I'm taking. Yeah, I'm taking exponentially more damage than I'm used to, though. Kinda makes sense. But not to the point where I can not heal out of it. Because I got so much bubbles. Yeah, I don't think tier 8 is actually gonna be a problem for me. Alright, let's clear this dungeon up. See if I might get a dungeon higher tier. And if it's a lower tier, I'm gonna salvage all lower tiers than the ones I can handle. So I can keep crafting the higher tiers one that actually give me the most amount of benefit. I think that's the train of thought of what you actually do. I'm not really sure. So far, yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna be an issue. Okay. This is incredible, guys. This howl from below is incredible, guys. Like, every time I detonate one, you can see, like, you get these skeletons that run toward enemies and they explode over there. So I always had a trouble with the enemies. I usually just stand still in a small circle and melee everything that comes towards me. But I always have these stragglers outside, and I basically need to click here on a corpse explosion to actually start doing some damage or throw some severs at them. But right now, these guys just run towards them and actually, like, before the fight in the middle is done, basically they're dead already. This is so incredible. I do need to locate that second statue again. So, like always, I'm just running around with the statue on my back till I located it. And now I'm clearing out everything. But as you can see, tier 8, still not really an issue. Yeah, now you can see, like, skeletons running towards the enemies that are on the outside. This is really incredible. And everything is dead, even on the outside. Like, this is so cool. Alright, let's complete this dungeon with Shifting City, Nightmare Sigil, Sacred. This is another tier 8 one. So really nice. We are dropping tier 8s now in tier 8 dungeons. This is really cool. 605. Yeah, no. Like, holy crap, this is really cool. And we can upgrade. And it seems, well, from a tier 18, we're getting 18 experience. So, yeah, upgrade. And then allocate. There we go. So now we'll deal 2.8% instead of 2% increase to close range targets. That is really cool, guys. But for now, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this episode here. We took a look at the Nightmare Dungeons and what it entails, and we can now actually craft our keys. So really interesting. We got our first sacred item, which I need to get because I'm using Blood Mist to actually activate through the perk. Activate the explosions. So if I can activate Blood Mist, trigger all of the corpse explosions on the corpses with Blood Mist, and then they travel to the enemies, it's gonna be magnificent. But I'm gonna need to check out, like, a bubble is really useful, a barrier really useful, increased armor really useful. I think I'm gonna see if I can get rid of the unstoppable. I think that's the only one here that I can see that I want to get rid of. The dodge chance is really useful. Ignore incoming direct damage. I might actually remove this one as well and get... I will have to do that. Anyway, like, I can't keep talking about this game and, like, everything. Like, oh no, this one here and this one here. Diablo 4 is a good game, guys. I'm so sad that I didn't start it when it actually launched. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. I'm rambling on, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.